Shalom, this is Daniel Rose. I'd like to share with you a message on behalf of Yesod to you and your families and your communities, a message of hope for this Pesach. There's much talk in our generation of cultural appropriation or misappropriation, but what's interesting about the Pesach story is that it has become a narrative of hope for humanity, and in that respect the Jewish people are very, very happy for it to be appropriated by others. Many other cultures and societies in history have taken tremendous hope from the narrative of the Exodus, whether it be the American struggle for independence or the civil rights movement in America or the fight against apartheid in South Africa. Many different times in our history, the Exodus narrative have provided comfort and hope for many. I'd like to just explore to you why that might be. In ancient times, pre-biblical times, people approached the concept of time in a cyclical way. Time repeated itself. We looked at nature, we looked at the year, the seasons of the year, and they would repeat. We would start in spring and then summer and then autumn and winter, and we'd arrive at the beginning again. Nothing new under the sun. To quote even Kohelet from our own Jewish culture and Jewish texts, fate was predetermined, and there was nothing we could really do to escape that. And then suddenly comes along the Hebrew Bible, and especially with the Pesach narrative, the Exodus narrative, and says, you know what, time is actually linear. We're now at point A. Point B in the future can and will be better. We have hope that it will be better. That's a linear narrative where we can change the future. Linear time, however, became secularized during the period of the Enlightenment in the 17th and 18th century, where mankind felt that it was almost invincible because of its progress with science and technology. I don't know about you, but I have a sense that humanity is feeling a little bit more vulnerable now, while science and technology will, please God, catch up. But there's a third approach to time. Rabbi Sachs calls it covenantal time. And this is a variation of linear time, but it's without the hubris and the arrogance that humanity has sometimes, with the sense that, you know what, sometimes we need some help or we need a partnership. Covenantal time is a partnership between mankind and God. And that's the essence of the Pesach narrative, of the narrative of the Exodus. It's a narrative of hope. It says that a small, weak people enslaved by the most powerful nation on earth must not give up hope, because they one day will achieve their redemption. They one day will be freed and will be able to find their promised land and create their society based on the values of freedom and liberty and equality, the values that our Western society are based on. And these ideas all come from this Exodus narrative, this supreme message of hope. So in our age, in our current experience that we're living through right now, where it's so easy to find ourselves in despair and darkness, I'm suggesting that we find hope from this story, and that hopefully before long there will be an end to this terrible time. There is light at the end of that tunnel. So my prayer for you, on behalf of the Yesod family, to you and your families and your communities, is that we will draw inspiration and strength from this story, from this narrative, the ultimate narrative of hope. And we will become stronger from this experience, and we will reach the light on the other side of this dark time. Wishing you only health. Chag Kasher v'Sameach, a very, very happy Pesach to you.